the story of Shiphrah and Puah, midwives who saved a generation. It was a time of darkness and fear. The Israelites, the people chosen by God, found themselves in slavery in Egypt. At first, the Egyptians welcomed them as guests, but over time, they became oppressors. A new Pharaoh, who knew nothing of Joseph, saw them as a threat. Look, the Israelites have become far too numerous and too strong for us. We must deal shrewdly with them. So he turned them into slaves, burdened them with harsh labor. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied. And Pharaoh's fear grew. Then he went even further. He devised a plan to destroy their future. He ordered that every newborn Hebrew boy be killed, right at birth. To do this, he summoned two Hebrew midwives, Shiphrah and Puah. They were women of a humble profession, but their decision changed history. When you are helping the Hebrew women during childbirth, if you see that the baby is a boy, kill him. But if it is a girl, Exodus 1:16. It was a horrific command, but Shiphrah and Puah feared God more than Pharaoh. And every time a newborn child came into their hands, they chose life. They hid babies, helped mothers, and saved families. They had no army, no weapons. But they had the fear of the Lord, and that was enough. When Pharaoh summoned them and questioned them, they answered with wisdom. Hebrew women are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrive. Exodus 1:19. And God saw their faithfulness. He not only protected them, he blessed them. So God was kind to the midwives, and he gave them families of their own. 20:21. These women became the first heroines in the story of the Exodus. Thanks to them, those who would later walk out of slavery were able to live. And because of their humble decision, their quiet heroism, the one who would become a leader, Moses was saved. What does this story teach us? This is a story of invisible heroism. These two women were not queens, prophetesses, or warriors. They simply did their work, but they did it with reverence for God and love for life. In a time of fear and tyranny, they chose faithfulness, compassion, and risk. And through women like Shiphrah and Puah, God began to prepare the way for Israel's deliverance.